What's up, YouTube? It's your boy RJ back at you again with another video. Alright, y'all. So today, I know it might look a little different. It's because the red light's on, because I ain't need no bright light on my face. And if you hear a noise in the background, that's just my air conditioner running because it's out of here. But yeah, y'all already know what's up. Y'all already know y'all gotta hit the like button for me. Please, it'd be greatly appreciated. Help me grow the channel. Subscribe. That also helps me grow the channel and push me out to more people. And yeah, let's get it going. The worst places to live in fiction by Wordy.
Worst fictional places to live. Today,
What's up?
list of fictional places I would not want to live. And the list goes from meh, I'd be alright with living there, but it's not the best place to live, to absolutely I would never want to live. I don't even think I would survive. Now, starting off, we got Bikini Bottom. Now, this is the best one.
Yeah, that's man. I mean, cause not too much really happening. I mean, you might have the occasional super villain or something like that, or the occasional destruction or something like that, or the occasional big bad jellyfish destroying the town or something like that. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I mean, you got SpongeBob down there, which he's annoying. And you got Squidward, he grumpy all the time. Patch just an idiot. So then you got Sandy, who's super genius. So it seems like you have some pretty cool friends and meet some pretty nice people. And then you got Mr. Krabby, he's greedy. So you go to Krusty Krab and you liable to spend $15 for one Krabby Patty.
Out of the entire list, it's really not that bad. The only issue I have with it is that shit just explodes randomly. It could be right at the beginning of the episode, just out of nowhere. Some shit just randomly blows up. Like, I'm trying to worry that one day my house would just be in a million different pieces. And also, I'd constantly have to wear a helmet too. That would suck. It doesn't help that the citizens of Bikini Bottom, like the fish that are just side characters, for whatever reason, the fish in SpongeBob are the biggest haters. Like, more of a hater
they are.
Like, how do you...
Yeah, they definitely are. Like, especially that one episode, like when that old man was just talking, and then the other two fish was like how many times we gotta teach you this lesson on, man? Like, dude, what are you beating up an old man for? The old man ain't doing nothing. He just simply just talking. What you beating him up for?
You get to that level, I don't understand it. These stupid ass fish treated Sandy like she was subhuman. Like, I'll just be casually shopping at the grocery store and they will dead ass treat me like I'm subhuman. Like, I don't know what's good with these damn fish, but a lot of them are just annoying. In that one episode of the comedy show at the Krusty Krab, and they were telling him that he sucked and he was a terrible comedian until he started making fun of squirrels. Like, what does this town have against squirrels? I just don't understand. And after SpongeBob's comedy show, it just had a lasting effect. So many of these fish were just making fun of Sandy for doing nothing. I don't know what's good with these fish being dick riders, bro. It's just
exactly, bro. Them fish are stupid.
And then this humanoid ass fish just roasts you out of nowhere. But yeah, besides the things I listed, yeah, it doesn't really seem too bad. Now we got Dimmsdale.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. It ain't bad.
Living in the same town as a kid that could just grant any wish at any time. Some shit's bound to go down. That's
man. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I live in Dimmsdale, in the town with Timmy Turner, where he can literally grant any wish, and I figure it out, best believe I'm finna try to become this dude's best friend, his number one best friend, bro. Especially if I find out about it, bro. Well,
I feel like it's a little worse than Bikini Bottom. And if I was just a regular ass citizen, no wishes, I'm definitely not gonna want to live there. And if I was it's even worse because Timmy's dad is always gonna be on my ass.
Crazy frame to pause it, but yeah.
This dude has an ongoing rivalry with Dinkelberg. That shit's just never ending. He's always mad at Dinkelberg for something. Now, I don't know what was up with Timmy, but some of his wishes, they weren't even just dangerous. They were just dumb. Like, why would you even wish for that? One episode, he wished for everybody and everything to look the same. And everyone just turned into gray blobs, and the entire world was gray. Like, who the hell would want to live in that? Definitely not me.
Exactly. I remember that episode. Like, yeah, why would I want to live as a gray blob in a black and white city?
That's saying great power comes with great responsibility, whatever the hell that is. Timmy's really got to understand that, because even Cosmo and Wanda themselves know, like, this is a terrible idea. But I don't know why they still go through with it anyway. Like, they're supposed to be as...
I mean, they kind of have to in a way. Like, if you wish for it, they kind of have no choice. I mean, they do and they don't. I don't know.
Fairy godparents after all. Like, they should be helping him out here. Like, they should tell him, like, look, this is a stupid ass idea. Why would you turn everybody and everything the same? And then one time, this dude switched places with his babysitter's dog. I don't.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid because, like, yeah, I mean, like, I get you wanted to see what it was like living with Vicky or whatever, but out of all the things you could have switched places with, you could have switched places with freaking Tootie or something like that. I don't know, but why would you want to switch places with a dog, bro?
Know why he thought this was a good idea. And apparently the next day, her dog was gonna get quote-unquote fixed. Okay, that's gotta be an
Which is basically just a nice word for possibly neutered.
at least the top 3 worst wishes he ever made. Now we get the Pokemon world. Now again, at first this one seems kind of cool because, oh, you get to catch your own Pokemon. You're gonna have your own squadron of, like, absolute units, like a level 100 Charizard. But if you look at the bigger picture, it just seems scary as hell. Like, living in a world with all these magical creatures that could just wipe you out in an instant. And obviously, I would have to have a full team, bro. I cannot play the game how I did when I was, like, 7 years old. I had a level 100 Samurai, and that was it. Like, I deadass only used my starter Pokemon. Like, that's not gonna slide, bro. That would not be enough to protect me. And plus, training up your Pokemon is just boring as hell. Imagine you gotta sit through that all day. I'm not doing that. And not only that,
Yeah.
fighting a legendary Pokemon or something would be scary as hell. Imagine getting hit by a Zekrom's Thunderbolt. Yeah, bro, you're not surviving that shit.
Oh, what? I don't know that much about Pokemon.
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you.
Don't care.
Pokemon Center will not do. And sometimes legendaries like Suicune will just spawn in on you out of nowhere. And if all I got is like a level 1 Bidoof, I'm cooked. There's no way Bidoof would be putting in any work in that scenario. And also, no matter where I walk, if I'm just trying to, like, explore and see what's really out there, I'm gonna walk into the woods or something and run into like 50 NPC trainers that just want to battle. Like, it doesn't even matter like how many times I'll try to avoid them or go around them. They'll always see me. Like, it's like seeing one of those people that are just an unavoidable cutscene. You just can't get rid of them. Next, we got Luigi's Mansion. Now, recently I've been
I don't really know much about this one. I ain't on play this one.
and that game is too going, okay? And that's what inspired this video. I was like, what if I lived in Luigi's Mansion? Like, I don't care what EGAD says. I'm not doing it. I'm not going in there and becoming the reincarnation of the Ghostbusters. But I mean, if my brother was trapped in a painting, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to sack up and do it. I feel like I don't got a choice at this point. But in the case of the game, like, you know, this sounds very fun, right? But in the case of this video, yeah, fuck all that. And I'm somebody who, if was faced with paranormal activity, I would definitely be shitting my pants, bro. That's gotta be one of my worst fears, bro. Anything paranormal, not really for me. And it's always dark in there, so you don't really know what is lurking in that dark. And in the second game, Dark Moon, bro, you're going in like some random ass old abandoned clock tower. Like, yeah, that shit just creeps me out, bro. It's like I'm scared by those Phase Rug Ouija board videos as a kid. This shit is not it. Similarly, the next one we got Crystal Cove in Scooby-Doo. Now, in the Scooby-Doo universe, Crystal Cove is the scariest town ever, and that's where all the shit goes down. So the Mystery Gang is always...
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Cove, and there's just always a bunch of weird and mysterious shit going on there, and they want to get to the bottom of it because nope.
Alright, yo, I'm back, yo. My fault. I'm keeping that in.
Nobody else is. But even just being in the vicinity of this town would just creep me the hell out. But hey, if you're like the mystery gang and you like that kind of stuff, bro, be my guest. But I'm staying as far away from that town as possible.
Yeah.
That's all you, bro. But at the end of most episodes, it ends up just being somebody in the costume, and then they give some lame-ass backstory as to why they did it. Like, alright, bro, we don't gotta hear the excuses. But the mystery gang, they're not even getting paid to do it. They just do it for the love of the game, bro, which is kind of crazy in my opinion.
Yeah.
If I was doing something like that, I would definitely want some compensation. Now we got the park from regular show.
Oh, nah. Yeah, I'm...
Absolute fever.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, it could be cool because you got Mordecai and Rigby. You got and then you got the park gang there. But other than that, before all the natural disaster and the creepy and the spooky stuff, nah, I'm good. I'm good off living there. Good off that.
Bro, because the plot of every episode turns so fast, it's unreal. Like, the start of the episode could be like, I don't know, them trying to go to Cheezer's, get a grilled cheese, and then it ends with them pretending to be astronauts and almost blowing up the entire universe. Like, at this point, that's gotta be the average regular show episode. Like, the weirdest plot of a regular show episode I've ever heard was a horse from another planet had to take a US history test and pass, or else the entire world was gonna get destroyed. Like, at this point, if I was Benson, I don't even think I'd...
Yeah, that plot of that story was a little stupid though. It was pretty stupid. Like, why is a space horse trying to have to take a U.S. history test? And even if he fails, what reason is he going? What reason does Earth, our home, need to be blown up for that? It ain't our fault. It ain't our fault. He's stupid and he don't want to take the test. That's him. Lock him up or something.
Be mad at Mordecai and Rigby for not doing their job. Because what the hell is happening in the show, bro? Like, it's anything but doing work. And even the smallest things can go wrong. Like a game of punchies, a prank war can destroy the whole park. And at one point, the park became a science experiment. And there was
I remember that.
over it. Now, out of all the Gen Z cartoons, regular show is definitely my favorite. Like, the amount of times I rewatched it is crazy.
Yeah, same here.
Because it's just so random. Something absolutely insane is going down in every single episode. And don't get me
most
wrong,
definitely.
The house is fire, but you're just risking your life if you just stay there for even one night. Because tomorrow, there could be a dome over the park, and now you're stuck there for 30 days. Gotham City. Doesn't matter how much times Batman
Nope. That's just automatic no for me. I'm not staying there.
is there to save the day. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't even think I have to explain why living near the Joker is a terrible idea. Like, what brings people into Gotham City? I just don't get it. Like, why do people even choose to live there? Like, there's just crime happening all the time. Then you got the Penguin, the Riddler, Scarecrow. Like, it's just over. But yeah, we just gotta talk about what the hell is the Penguin? That is a shitty name for him.
Yeah, like what is that? Yeah, that name is kind of crazy. And then this particular look was like really just, it wasn't even creepy. It was just mostly just disgusting.
I'm sorry. That is not menacing at all. And sure, Batman would be there to stop them, but what if Batman fails? I'm sure it's happened before. Like,
watch for free on the Hallmark Plus.
Sorry for the ad, y'all.
Thomas, I'll be back by Christmas, I promise.
What?
I'd rather
Shut
not
up.
be surrounded by a lot of crime and fighting and shit like that, bro. That's like living right on O Block and wondering why it was a bad idea. But yeah, you get the point. Anyways, we got the Squid Games universe next. Now, I know I just made a whole video on Squid Game, but one of the main themes throughout this video is the fact that I discussed that I am not doing this shit. I don't care how much money's on the line here. I'm not putting my life at risk just to play some stupid-ass games. And hypothetically, if I was in Squid Game, right after the first vote, I would be gone, because I'm not doing that. And I would happily play the game where they recruit you for a free 10 bands and then just leave. Like, I don't care how much money is in that pot, I'm not putting my life on the line for it. And in order to win the games, I'd have to slime people out and shit, and just like, their death would be on my hands. Nah, we're not doing that either. Because if I won the games, then I would just live in guilt for the rest of my life. Like, even though I could probably buy anything I want in the world, like I could get a mansion with a goddamn private chef, I would still not be happy with my choice. So I would not be playing in the games to begin with. The Stranger Things universe. Yeah.
That is a Stranger Things universe with Vecna in it, bro, and then the weird stuff that be happening to Max and all that other stuff. That is an automatic no. And then you got freaking Will with his freaking telekinesis and stuff like that. No.
Yeah, bro, this is where shit starts to get bad. Because imagine if you were 11 and you were being hunted by all these people who just wanted to use your powers for their own.
Yep, and then you got 11. You know, who just look. You got people looking for you and trying to put you, subject you to all kind of weird experiments and everything like that. Nah.
Game. And then also in the process, you gotta fight these monsters from another dimension that just spawn in. It seems to be 24/7 that are just trying to eat people. And if you were in the perspective of your
Nope.
friends or just some random ass civilian, you gotta fight these monsters without any powers, bro. Like, how is that even fair, bro? Like, I don't even think the ref is here at this point. The ref took a vacation to goddamn East Guam, bro, because that is just hella unfair. Like, fighting monsters from another dimension, I mean, it sounds cool on paper, but then you think about actually doing it, and there's
Yeah.
no way you'd want to do that shit.
Especially not. Hold on.
Sounds cool on paper, but then you think about actually doing it, and there's no way you.
Especially not that. Like, bro. Y'all. Be honest. Are you fighting that? Cause I'm certainly not finna fight that. I don't know about you, but I'm not fighting that.
Especially if you had no powers, that shit would just be horrifying.
Yeah, it definitely
Five
would.
Nights at Freddy's universe. Imagine.
Nope. Don't care how much it pay. I am not staying a night. I am not doing a night shift alone. Now maybe if it was more than one person, maybe like it was like a group of people, maybe. But other than that, I ain't doing no night shift alone in a abandoned false Chuck E. Cheese warehouse or whatever with some freaking animatronics, and I gotta watch the cameras all day to make sure they don't move or nothing. And if they do move, I gotta keep my guard up.
You just see a job in the newspaper, working as a security guard at a
Nope.
goddamn pizza restaurant.
Nope.
You'd be like, nah, this is cakewalk. Easiest job in the world. And then the moment you get there, you realize all the animatronics are moving, and you gotta somehow survive until 6 in the morning. And I don't know what's up with the flashlight battery, but for whatever reason, it's always garbage. In every game, it just dies so fast. I don't know if I'd even be able to survive until
Yeah,
6 in the
nah.
morning, especially if it was like night 7. And not only that, the second game would probably be a lot harder to survive because you gotta worry about twice the amount of animatronics and some stupid ass music box. But just the whole idea of this game in general is just very creepy, because if you lose, you will dead ass be stuffed in an animatronic suit yourself. Yeah, I'm cool off all this, bro. I think
And that's not it. That is not it for
the
me.
fact that they're also paying you $4 an hour is diabolical.
It's even
You really
crazier.
Risking my life for $4 an hour?
Nope.
You're insane, bro. Like, I'm dead ass better off opening up a lemonade stand in my neighborhood than doing that shit. Like, are we serious? Crystal Lake in Friday the 13th.
Nope.
The campsite itself just looks super creepy to begin with. So, I mean, people.
Exactly. Look at that. Who the freak want to stay in a camptown like that during the day? Shoot, let alone nighttime. Like, just like he said, imagine how creepy that place is at night. Just looking at it in the daytime, it look creepy.
Going there in the first place is already a terrible idea, but people decide to camp there for whatever reason. No, go to sleep at night knowing that there's an urban legend about a guy named Jason with a hockey mask and a chainsaw that could possibly live in the lake right across from me. Just no big deal, guys. It's just all fake, you know. We don't gotta worry about it. But nah, that is insane, bro. If you are on this campground, you gotta constantly be looking over your shoulder because Jason drowned in the campground due to neglectful camp counselors, and now he wants revenge. Like, if I heard that, I am never going to this campsite, and I'm packing my bags, and I'm
Never going there ever.
anywhere near it, and I'm moving away because I want nothing to do with that. I don't want to just wake up with some dude in a hockey mask standing with a chainsaw right above me. The 2017 game for the Xbox, that was scary enough. We, as in you and me, we do not need an IRL version of that. The Courage the Cowardly Dog universe.
Nope.
Imagine living
Nope.
on a farm in
Nope.
the middle of
Nope.
nowhere,
Nope.
no
Nope.
civilization. You're just with an elderly couple and a pink beagle. Like, that is a crazy ass universe to live in. Like, seeing the Return to Slab episode, that was enough for me to not want to ever even think about living there. And it just seems
Nope,
like
ever.
every single episode, the monsters just get even more bizarre, and nobody is there to help. You're in the middle of nowhere, and I guess wherever it is that they live, it's somewhere in Kansas. So a lot of times they had to deal with that shit on their own because they were in the middle of a desert. Whenever Courage aired, it was like once in a blue moon when I was a kid. Like, I deadass had to just turn away when I'd watch these episodes. It barely aired because they were busy airing like Teen Titans Go all day or something. That really was the average day on Cartoon Network. But yeah, these monsters were just creepy as hell. Like, look at this thing. All right, just quick jump scare warning. Like,
Nope.
what the fuck is this? If
I don't even want to think about.
real life,
I don't even want to think about that. I remember when this episode came out and I first seen it. I was like, yeah, nah, this is creepy. Nope, not watching this no more. Not watching this episode no more.
I don't know what the hell I would do. I would just accept that it's over and just accept my fate right in that moment. And the universe I would hate to live in the most, that I would definitely be dead in, is the Bird Box universe. I don't even gotta
Oh my god, yeah, bro. Yep.
explain why this is number one. Like, you can't even look anywhere, because if you do, you will see some random ass entity that will cause you to die in GTA. So pretty much you gotta always wear a blindfold, and it's just necessary for survival. You cannot survive without it. Accidentally falls off, you're done. Doesn't matter. And the main character, Mallory, had to protect her children while trying to deal with being blindfolded and all this other shit. Like, that's just crazy. Like, even if you do open your eyes, you won't even be able to see it. So you really don't even know what you're hiding from. This entity is never really shown in the movie at all. But yeah, that's gotta be the worst one by far I could think of. But if you like this video, you'll like this other one on the end screen.
Alright though, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. Y'all already know what to do. Comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you ain't done so already. Anything you watch, and I'm gonna catch y'all. Deuces. And yeah, my fault, y'all, for the red light.